The following game has been rated T for teen by the ESRB for violence and blood. That means anyone under the age of 13 should not be watching this video. You have been warned.
Greetings and salutations, I am Outlier and I bid you welcome to this channel. Joining me today is of course my usual co-hosts, Snowball and Wolf. And today we're returning back to Halo Wars. So the premise of the Halo series is that, generally speaking, you play as a cybernetically enhanced super soldier, fighting on the front lines of an intergalactic war between humanity and an intergalactic religious order known as the Covenant. And humanity basically invented faster than light travel, explored the stars, and discovered the relics of a far more ancient alien species. Species with which that the Covenant worship as gods, and the Covenant discovered that humanity was exploring and examining and tinkering with said artifacts, and they declared it heresy of the highest order and set about trying to wipe humanity from the whole of the galaxy. But humanity being humanity has decided to fight back with everything it can muster, and while the war is, for the most part, grinding slog, humanity has its bright points. Halo Wars differs from the main storyline in the regards that A, it's set before the events of the primary Halo games, and B, it's a real-time strategy game, whereas all the others are first-person shooters. The Halo Wars follows the events and missions of a militarized colony vessel known as the Spirit of Fire, whose crew is fighting against the Covenant in the opening battles of the Halo Covenant War, as it will eventually... Human Covenant War, as it's eventually known. My apologies. You would think after making all these videos I would at least get part of the lore right. But I'm me and I don't get a win, so, moot point. And speaking of not winning, for those who haven't actually seen last episode, the episode prior to last episode, we managed to basically rip a hole into a massive energy shield erected by the Covenant, and last episode we sent in an exploratory force to see what the Covenant were up to. Unbeknownst to us, we landed and set up shop right in front of a half-built Covenant superweapon known as a scarab, and I got to witness multiple times as the scarab not only cut down my entire army, but my one and only base as well, and basically I didn't win. Again. And I would say that I managed to complete it when not filming, but I don't really play this game when not making videos of it, so I'm right where I left off at, and that's right where I'm going to be picking it up at. And as such, this game is of course made by Thank you again. And that being said, let us begin.
Arbiter, you are unusually quiet. What troubles occupy your thoughts?
Hierarch, I do not wish to be impudent, but you have charged me with the destruction of humanity.
A most noble cause for one with such a troubled past.
And I am thankful for my task. But sire, you have me skulk in ancient ruins and search empty temples. How does this help me accomplish my goal?
The war with the humans will require a great deal many more machines than we can currently muster.
I will take what we have.
And leave us defenseless? No. The ancients will provide for us. This world shall be the birthplace for an invasion fleet beyond imagining. Enough to crush the humans quickly and with ease.
But this world lies dormant. It is just a shell.
Blasphemy! The key will be found with patience. But perhaps there is a quicker way. The human female from the Ice Relic. She has some knowledge in this regard. The new planet the relic has led us to has also led her. Capture that human and bring her here.
It will be done.
You've advanced to where the force field stood. Take a look around.
What was that?
That was a big-ass laser.
The scarab is incomplete, but its head is operational. Its field of fire prevents any chance of retreat or extraction. You'll have to destroy it.
Firebase ready.
Right. So
Build up our base and army, and go kill that scarab.
Reactor complete.
Right, so as I was about to say, I know people have probably seen...
The scarab searchlight beam shows the direction it's facing. The temple ruins in this area will provide some cover, but not forever.
Alright, so as I've been trying to say,
Good to go, sir. Moving up.
lost my train of thought there. Anyway, as I was saying, those who, I can't talk anymore. I included the initial opening even though it was in the last
Supply
episode,
pad complete.
just on the chance anybody forgot and/or didn't see last episode and/or. I just felt like it. So that's why I replayed it there, and it's still here. In the meantime, I'll just have what little Marines I have, just keep
Waypoint received.
gathering these supplies to increase the resources.
Where to? Roger, moving.
Then upgrade the heavy supply pads. Once you know the supply pad actually does
Supply
get done.
pad complete.
So that way I can get more
Supply pad
resources
upgrade.
faster. Now, the last time I tried playing
Supply
this,
pad upgraded.
I kept thinking that high-end vehicles were probably the way to go, and to just basically build a massive pile of warthogs and cobras and just dogpile it in through there, because I figured that the scarab couldn't
Barracks
actually
complete.
see the base and shoot through the relics unless I had somebody in front of the ruins here. However, the scarab can in fact see the base. I mean, it's kind of obvious. You watch human supply ships fly in. Now that I think about it, if we can't extract, that means that aircraft can't get down in here because of the scarabs, which means the supply planes probably shouldn't be able
Field
to be doing
armory
what they're
complete.
doing. But they can do what they do, so I probably should not complain.
Grenadier researched.
So I'm going to upgrade the base's defenses because they will eventually send a counter-offensive when I start actually going out and assaulting. And as I was saying, I may
Turret
have
improved.
lost my train of thought,
Turret
but
improved.
last time I built up a
Turret
massive horde of
improved.
cobras and warthogs and a few
Turret
tanks,
improved.
and figured that would be enough to take on the scarab, but the scarab burned through the ruins and took out my base before
New
I could
blood.
assault the
Research.
scarab. Also, everything between here and there and the scarab's laser killed off pretty much everything. So while I could continue on and try again with higher quality, more powerful units, I don't think that's currently the way to go. So if we can't go with quality, we're going to have to go with quantity. So what I'm going to do
Reinforcements research.
is I'm going to basically upgrade everything that I can for both the Marines and the Warthogs, build a ridiculous pile of them, and basically storm. I mean, Scarab can only kill one thing at a time, and
Reactor improved.
I figure, you know, since it can only kill one thing at a time, have more things, it would take longer to kill everybody.
RPG research.
So while I can upgrade everything for the Cobra and the Scorpion and the Wolverine and the Flamethrower guys, I'm not going to, because this time around my entire army is going to be comprised solely of Marines and Warthogs, because they're some of the cheap units available, and that is what I'm going to go with, because if you can't get quality, then you're going to have to go with quantity.
Reserves researched. Medic research. More resources required.
Alright, so I'm just going to burn through all of my resources just to get 15 Warthogs.
Warthog, ready to roll. Yes, sir. Yeehaw! Warthog, good to go.
So that's 3 now. I got 12, so that's my 15 Warthogs. And I got 19 units of population to play with.
Warthog, ready.
So after the... Yeah, I probably should take Forge with me. He isn't a Warthog after all. So basically Forge and 14 Warthogs, and the rest of my population cap will be taken up by infantry once I manage to get 2,000 units of resources in. Or, you know, the Warthogs get done being built. Or both. Should probably be both. Good idea to be both.
Warthog, fired up.
And my plan is to send the Warthogs off in one direction, the Marines off in another, and hopefully enough of both sides can survive the massive slog through the locusts and shield generators, not shield generators, power nodes,
ready.
Everything else between here and the Scarab, to actually assault the Scarab properly and take it out relatively easily, hopefully. And hopefully I can get all of that done before the Scarab burns through all of these ruins. But I don't think it actually starts until after you start assaulting. So, I mean, I guess I should be good until... Or, you know, it's just a time thing and it's just going to start cutting through everything now.
Warthog, fired up.
More resources required.
Marines, good to go.
Alright, I'm not quite certain what it's shooting there.
Marines, hoorah! Marines reporting for duty. Marines ready, sir.
I should probably move the rally point to over here, because it's getting crowded
Marines on the
over
ground,
here.
Sir. Locked and loaded. Warthog, ready to roll.
So all the
way.
Marines go here.
Marines, good to go. Rock and roll. Rolling out. Marines, hoorah! Let's roll.
The Warthogs go here.
Marines reporting for duty. Warthog, fired up. Waiting for orders. Marines ready, sir.
Everybody over here. Except you.
Marines on the ground, sir.
You go here.
Standing by.
You
Roger
go
that.
here.
Marines, good to go. Warthog, ready. Marines, hoorah! Marines reporting for duty. Give us an order. Hoorah! Marines ready, sir. Warthog, ready
Just
to
get
roll.
moving.
Ready to receive. Marines on the ground, sir.
Why are the Marines still heading over here? The
Marines
rally
good to
point's
go.
this way.
Good to go, sir. Moving. Marines, hoorah! Standing by. Yes, sir.
Over this way.
Locked and loaded.
Come on, idiots. Over this way.
Roger, moving. Sir.
You over here. No,
We're
it'd be
going.
nice if I could actually have multiple
Marines
rally
on the ground,
points,
sir.
but I don't think this game is that advanced. So since everybody's going to be off on the offensive, I'm probably going to need to upgrade the turrets, so that way when the counteroffensive does hit, alright, so this is everybody. As I was saying, when the counteroffensive does hit, the base has something other than the basic
Sir.
defenses. So, yeah, this is everybody. Once I get to medium turrets, that's when I'll assault. Although the scarab may not give me a chance. It looks like it's already partial of the way through the second layer of ruins. Now, once it cuts through here, this line, it's going to torch the base.
Turret upgraded.
Cool, and we'll start on the large
Yes, sir.
turrets, but I'm not going to wait until they're done. So in the meantime, all of my Marines charge
We're
off
going.
this way. As
Ready.
all of my Warthogs
Anytime, rock and roll. Where to?
Enemy engagement.
and one Marine and Forge
On the move.
hightail it this way.
Sir.
You guys are supposed to
We're going
fire
in.
and
The Scarab's weapon system is relying on the power nodes in this area. Destroy them to reduce the Scarab's combat effectiveness.
Destroy those locusts wherever you find them. They're building killers. You bet.
Turret upgraded.
of course this game really wasn't designed for
Got it.
fighting on multiple fronts.
Spinning up Mac
You've destroyed a
round.
power node.
Mac
The
on
scarab's
target.
head is turning a little more slowly.
Orders.
The scarab's head is moving even slower now. Keep it up.
Covering
Can
fire.
we shoot these guys?
We're going. Firing. We're on them.
charge up this way.
Rock and roll.
Enemy engagement.
It's good. Let's roll.
These guys go over here.
I'm going.
Take this thing out. Forge has technically seen better days.
Rolling out. On the way. Let's roll. I'm on it.
Enemy engagement.
Sir? Orders? Make some noise. We'll get him. Get some. Rocket out. Firing. They're going in.
I managed to actually take out all the...
The head is tracking more slowly.
Let's ride.
Alright, let's get Forge over here
On the
because
way.
that was the last of my Warthogs.
Rolling. Give us an order. RPG out. On the way. Covering fire. Ready to go.
Enemy engagement.
They've launched a counterattack on our base. It can't fire in two directions at once. Maybe we can use that to our advantage.
Alright, send the tanks
Base
out
under attack.
because I lost all of my Warthogs.
Enemy engagement.
I'll get them. Give us an order. Locking on. We're ready. Taking in.
Shoot this thing.
More resources required.
Marines, good to go. Where to? Got it. Hoorah!
And Forge is now
Is
down.
Lock and loaded. Good to go. Moving out. Hoorah! Marines on the ground, sir. Marines, good to go.
Alright, well, I hadn't expected the Banshees.
Marines, hoorah! Yes, sir. Standing by. In the air. Marines reporting for duty. Locked in. Setting up. Marines ready, sir. Preparing to fire.
And you shoot this thing now.
Marines on the ground, sir. Acquiring solution. Where to? We're going.
Pick him
Forge is
up
back up.
Standing by. I'm on it.
and shoot this.
Marines reporting for duty.
More resources required.
Marines ready, sir. Moving. If that thing burns through that barrier of ruins and destroys our command center, we're dead.
Alright, so I'm guessing... Oh, let's let this
do
forge.
Forge is down.
Okay.
Marines reporting
Well,
for
at
duty.
least he's technically immortal.
Yes, sir. Marines ready, sir. We're going.
Still managed to kill off the 10 locusts that
Marines
I
on the
needed.
ground, sir.
And actually,
go.
I still have a unit of Marines left over here.
Waypoint received.
That's interesting.
Marines, hoorah!
More resources required.
Spinning up Mac rounds. Mac blast incoming. Yes, sir. Roger, moving.
Gonna take off that
Moving out.
node.
Marines ready, sir. Roger that. Moving up.
Going over
Hoorah!
this way.
Waypoint received.
All that's left are
Marines, good
these
to
two
go.
nodes, I guess.
Hoorah! Marines reporting for duty.
More resources required.
Marines ready, sir. Marines on the ground, sir.
So they
Marines, good
did
to go.
a small amount of damage.
Marines, hoorah! Marines reporting for duty. Marines ready, sir.
I mean, I'm tempted to get a few more Marines, but at the same time,
Marines on the ground, sir.
yeah, I want enough for a max shot, so that way all I gotta do is just hit one of these nodes. And they can see the Marines now, so that means it's
Yes,
time
sir.
to go.
Locked and loaded. Yes, sir. We're going.
I
Moving
mean, it's
out.
literally burning
Roger
through the
that.
base right
We're
now.
on them. Covering
So
fire.
everybody go over here and assault this thing. Just charge. Of course, the Mac rounds aren't even fully loaded yet. Shoot that.
The scarab's head is
And
moving
that.
even slower now. Keep it up. The scarab's head is
And
moving
that.
even slower now. Keep it up.
We should use the mag to defend our base. Or destroy power nodes.
I would like to.
Standing by. On the way.
Also, when you guys
Forge
pick
is
up
back
him.
up.
Good to go. You got it. Where to? In the air.
I can get a pair of Wolverines up here before all the Marines die. Just to take care of these Banshees.
Good to go, sir. RPG out. Wolverine on station. Ready?
Cool, just get up here now. Ignore everybody that's coming through. And just park it here to take care of these Banshees.
Enemy engaged.
Everybody shoot rockets.
Base under attack.
And no kidding.
Marines, good to go. Moving out. On the move. Marines, hoorah! Firing! Locked and loaded. In the air. Marines ready, sir. Marines on the ground, sir.
Alright, and then we just send in more Marines.
Marines, good to go.
Apparently even the Wolverines can hit the Scarab.
Marines, hoorah!
I was unaware it was that large.
Standing by. Rockets out. Marines ready, sir. Standing by. Get some. Marines on the ground, sir. Marines, good to go. Marines, hoorah! Where to?
Scarab is about half dead or half alive. Take your pick.
Marines on the ground, sir.
Just shoot the thing so it dies.
Marines, good to go.
Before it kills our base.
More resources required.
Orders? Good to go, sir. Marines, hoorah! Make them bleed. Marines.
Volley. Research. Base under attack.
Give us an order. Marines on the
Well, there
ground,
goes
sir.
the last of it.
Make some noise.
By it, I mean the
Marines,
ruins.
go. Moving. Roger, moving. RPG out. Standing by. We're going. Working on it. Locked and loaded. Locking on. We're on it. Yes, sir. In the air.
So now it's a race to see if
More resources required.
my Marines can take out the Scarab before the Scarab takes out the base.
Marines reporting for duty.
It's at the rally point right in front of the Scarab.
Rocket out. Marines on the ground, sir.
And they could not.
Marines, good to go.
Well, darn.
Firing.
Your command center has been destroyed. We have failed.
Well, that's annoying. Amusing thing is, I managed to complete all the both secondary objectives, but the Scarab managed to cut through the base before, well, through the ruins of the base before I could take it out. And I'm fairly certain that if, let me just skip this, the bases, the lost condition was lose the base and wipe out and have all my entire army be wiped out, I probably could have still killed the Scarab, but that wasn't
You've
the
advanced to
case.
where the force field stood. Take a look around.
Guessing I can't skip this part.
What was that?
The Scarab is incomplete, but its head is operational. Its field of fire prevents any chance of retreat or extraction. You'll have to destroy it.
Firebase ready.
Build up our base and army, and go kill that Scarab.
Reactor complete.
The Scarab's searchlight beam shows the direction it's facing. The temple ruins in this area will provide some cover, but not forever. Standing by. Orders? Moving up.
Alright, so
Reactor
that
improved.
plan kind of worked. I mean, you know, I was dealing massive amounts
Supply
of damage
pad
to the Scarab.
complete.
It's just the Scarab managed to cut through all of this and take out my base before my Marines could take out the Scarab. Which means that while it seems
Standing
like
by.
quantity is the way to go, I need to
We're
do
going.
more damage faster. So rather than using the Warthogs, even though I'm upgrading the Warthogs,
Grenadier.
what I should
research.
probably be doing is, I mean, I don't have any
Supply pad
anti-building
complete.
units, but I'm thinking rather than using Warthogs, I'd go with Cobras and a few Wolverines
Deflection
to
plating.
help defend
Research.
against those Banshees that showed up.
Yes, sir.
And apparently the Wolverines I thought were just completely anti-air units. Turns out they can also hit the Scarab, so there's that.
Barracks complete.
Yes, sir. Let's roll.
What I'm thinking is because there are nodes off on the edges and, you know, splitting my force
Field
didn't really
armory
work the
complete.
last time. I mean, it did work. It helped clear out all the nodes and whatnot and track down enough locusts to
Warthog, fired
kill
up.
everything, or to get the objectives. But it didn't work out in the
Volley.
fact that,
Research.
you know, most of my Warthogs died when I wasn't watching. And,
Sir,
as I said, this game
Moving.
really isn't...
good to go, sir.
I mean, it's a
Roger,
real-time
moving.
strategy game, but, you know, the ones on PC are a little bit more advanced in the fact that I could have multiple unit groupings that I could just auto-select to,
Yes, sir.
but I can't have that in this case.
Warthog, ready to roll.
And I never upgraded the supply depots.
Piercing shot. Research. Supply pad upgraded.
Warthog, good to go. Yes, sir. Moving out. Awesome.
So now, my next thought is to upgrade everything for the Cobras, the Warthogs, the Wolverines, and the Marines. Have these 5 Warthogs go out and scout the map, and then probably die.
Reinforcements researched.
And then hopefully I'll be able to use the Mac cannon to take out, you know, like say this node that's out here, or
Dual launchers
some
research.
other node elsewhere. And at that point build a couple Cobras, Wolverines, and
Gauss cannon research.
a ridiculously large pile of Marines, because they kind of sort of ish worked the last time, and then just charge en masse straight at the Scarab. Like, literally straight this way. Definitely want the RPG ability. That certainly helped the last time. Of course, the problem is that Cobras and Wolverines cost a lot more than the Warthogs do, and I don't know if the Scarab is going to allow me to build up everything that I need, or at least want, before it starts cutting through the base. And I don't know if it starts cutting through these ruins when it registers a unit that it can see, or it's just like
RPG research.
after the first 20 minutes of dawdling around, it just starts laying waste to everybody. I'm not certain if the combat medic's going to be all that useful. I mean, I know the
Adrenaline
combat
research.
medic's going to be useful, but I think the only healing they do is when they're not in combat. And my plan is just basically, I think the term is bonsai charge the Scarab. So I don't think that there's going to be any time when the Marines aren't going to be in combat. If you get the meaning. I'm gonna actually set the rally point over here, just simply because there's
Yes,
more
sir.
room.
Let's roll.
Is there anything this way?
Wolverine, on the ground. We're going. Let's roll.
Just the edge of the map.
Rolling
Okay.
out. Yeehaw! All right. Awesome.
A place to store extra units while I'm waiting for the rallies to build.
Moving out.
That sort of
Wolverine,
thing.
good to go.
And it started, so okay.
Wolverine, rolling out. Wolverine, on station. Wolverine, on the ground. Ready to roll. I'm going. Let's ride. Cobra loaded up. Ready to roll. Cobra, locked and loaded. Missiles loaded. Where to?
So that's Cobra number 4 that I just put in the queue.
Cobra, ready to fire.
That should be 5.
Cobra, prepped.
Then use the 9 remaining units of population to build Marines.
All units.
Rolling out. Marines, hoorah! Sir? Marines ready, sir. Marines reporting for duty. Marines, good to go. Orders. sir.
And then once these Marines are done being built,
Marines, hoorah!
since I think that one black box I keep collecting, I don't get a keep until after I complete the mission.
Ready, sir.
All of the Warthogs try to run up and just grab it. And if they manage to
Marines
survive,
reporting for duty. Yes,
well, then
sir.
I guess we charge.
Yeehaw! Let's go. We're going. Marines, good to go. All right. Moving out. Rolling out. We're going. Let's go. On the move. Rolling out.
Just ignore them, just ignore them. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving.
Attacking.
I said keep moving.
Rolling. Let's go. Moving out. We're on it. On the
You
move.
can go this way.
Rolling. We're going. All right. Yeehaw! Let's roll. Awesome. Running them down. We'll get them. Destroy those locusts wherever you find them. They're building killers. Where to? We're going. Marines on the ground, sir.
Alright, so I ended up losing 2 Warthogs.
Marines, hoorah!
It's actually fewer Warthogs than I thought I'd lose. I mean, I figured I'd lose all of them. But they're cutting through the base, so it's time to go, and it's time to go
All units.
now.
Let's roll. Rolling out.
The Scarab's weapon system is relying on the power nodes in this area. Destroy them to reduce the Scarab's combat effectiveness.
Attacking.
You've destroyed a power node. The Scarab's head is turning a little more slowly.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Medic
it's not a
research.
little more slowly that I'm worried about. There goes one of the
The
rhinos.
Scarab's head is moving even slower now.
Alright, everybody just charge.
It can't fire in 2 directions at once. Maybe we can use that to our advantage. Fire over! All set. Hostiles acquired.
Can you target that? You actually can shoot a locust.
Missiles locked.
That I did not realize.
Go.
Forge is down.
They've launched a counterattack on our base.
Base under attack.
And I never upgraded to the medium turrets, too. That's going to be a problem.
More resources required.
Standing by. Rocket out. Systems green. Molly away. Good to go, sir. Send us in. Yes, sir.
The Scarab is about half dead or half alive. Take your pick.
Yes, sir. RPG out. Good to go. We're going.
Forge is back up.
Yes, where to? Firing.
Alright, there go all of my Cobras.
Spinning up Mac rounds.
I shoot this with the Mac.
Away.
Is it actually going to do anything of any significance?
Orders.
Forge is down.
Right, as they take apart the
More
base.
resources required.
Marines, good to go.
Right, so that almost worked. Scarab didn't need to kill the base. I left it undefended.
If that thing burns through that
Can I...
barrier of ruins and destroys our command center, we're dead.
It's not going to happen. For once, I made a goof. Let's try this again.
You've advanced to where the force field stood. Take a look around.
What was that?
The scarab is incomplete, but its head is operational. Its field of fire prevents any chance of retreat or extraction. You'll have to destroy it.
Firebase ready.
Build up our base and army, and go kill that scarab.
Reactor complete.
Alright, so that actually almost worked.
The scarab searchlight beam shows the direction it's facing. The temple ruins in this area will provide some cover, but not forever.
I mean, had
Standing by.
the Covenant forces not
Yes, sir.
broken through and taken out my base, or were in the process of taking out my base, let's be honest, it was inevitability. All my defenses were down, and I had like 2 units of Marines, and half the
Supply
buildings
pad
were already
complete.
destroyed, so I was going to lose.
Sir?
Supply pad upgraded.
Yes, sir.
Grenadier researched. Supply pad complete. Supply pad upgraded.
Roger that. Warthog,
I'm thinking more Cobras, less Marines. As they started chewing through the ruins. Okay.
Barracks complete.
That's going to be a problem.
Warthog, ready.
Field armory complete.
Let's get the population up, as well as
Warthog, ready to
medium
roll.
turrets and the adrenaline boosters for the Marines.
New blood researched.
Also get the RPG ability for the Marines.
Warthog, good to go. Where to? Let's go.
Deflection plating research.
I should prematurely run these guys up this way.
Enemy engagement.
Yeehaw! On the move. Rolling. On the move. All right. Let's roll. Rolling out. We're going.
RPG research. Reinforcements researched.
Destroy those locusts wherever you find them. They're building killers.
Cross cannon research.
And once again, I lose 2 Warthogs.
Volley research.
find it interesting that the Warthogs were still using the minigun when the Gauss rifle was upgraded. I guess when fighting it doesn't automatically change, which I guess makes certain sense in some
Turret
way.
upgraded. More resources required.
Alright, so let's get 10 Cobras.
Cobra loaded up. Locked and loaded. Waypoint received, Cobra. Locked and loaded.
Adrenaline researched.
Where to? Cobra, ready to fire.
Didn't upgrade the second reactor. At least not yet.
Cobra, rolling out. Cobra, prep.
Guess I'll only go with 3 Wolverines because I'm at 3. They take 2 population apiece. Any more, and I won't have any more for Marines. And we're already at 37 now.
Marines, good to go. Cobra, locked and loaded. Marines, hoorah! Marines on the ground, sir. Cobra, ready to fire. Marines ready, sir.
And part of me thinks I should probably actually wait
Marines
to
reporting for duty.
get enough resources to upgrade to the heavy turrets for the base, as opposed to just leaving it at medium. But I'm not certain the Scarab's going to let me.
Cobra loaded up. Let's go.
Now let's see if the Warthogs can actually make it back without, you know, dying.
Cobra, prep. Spinning up Mac blast
Just
incoming.
shoot that.
You've destroyed a power node. The Scarab's head is turning a little more slowly.
Yeah, I know I'd save the resources to get the large turrets, but you know, target of opportunity and whatnot.
Cobra, rolling out.
Alright, so once the Wolverines are built, then we assault.
Wolverine on the ground. Wolverine, on station.
And then we upgrade to the large turrets.
Wolverine, rolling out.
And the last Wolverine
All
pops up.
units.
Rolling.
And then we assemble the collective might of the UNSC. Wait for
Let's
the
roll.
laser beam to pass.
Let's ride. I'll
Charge.
get them.
As a lot of my larger, heavier, slower units get caught up in something
It
else.
can't fire in two directions at once. Maybe we can use that to our advantage. Orders? Make some noise.
Just get there as fast as you possibly can.
Fire on my mark.
Turret upgrade.
Just get there as fast as you possibly can. Stop, getting caught on each other.
The Scarab's head is moving even slower now. Keep it up.
Okay, I lost the tank.
Forge is down.
Ready to go. Preparing to fire. Orders? Knock it down.
Just shoot the thing.
Knocked in. New position?
The head is tracking more slowly.
Orders? Setting up.
Base under attack.
And I did not upgrade the turrets.
Forge is back up.
They've launched a counterattack on our base.
Turret improved. Turret improved.
Standing by.
Turret improved. Turret improved. More resources required.
The Scarab is about half dead or half alive. Take your pick.
Green. Hoorah! Marines on the ground, sir. Sir. Get tactical, Marine. Marines ready, sir. Face the target. Marines reporting for duty. Lock it out. Gun ready. Moving. Marines, good to go. Moving out. Good to go, sir.
Almost there. The Scarab is nearly destroyed.
Yeah, as is my base.
Marines on the ground, sir. Give us an order. Locking on. Marines ready, sir.
All my unit production unit buildings are dead. And we take out the Scarab.
No problem. I told you we'd make it.
Barely, though.
The Scarab is destroyed. Victory is ours today.
Oh, barely. I mean, they were practically burning down my base as I was taking out their Scarab. But the game doesn't take that into effect, and all that matters is that I took out the Scarab before I lost the base. And end of day, I win. So it took, 5 tries, and I didn't actually complete complete any of the secondary objectives. Only took out 3 out of the 7 power nodes and 7 out of the 10 locuses. But given the fact that this is the 5th time I've tried this, I am perfectly fine going with that. But now we get to move on and see what comes next, and deal with any craziness and problems that occur. But that's going to be another issue for another day, because I'm going to call it here.
Everybody stay safe from the plague, and have a good day.